What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Boundless Business Podcast. Today's only Larissa and I, and it is episode 80. And we have a very interesting topic, which I think will benefit you right now, today, this very second. Larissa, what is it? What are we talking about?
We're talking about how to get more money into your landscaping business in a bunch of different ways. So, one of them is how you can increase your MRR, so your monthly recurring revenue. Next, we're going to be talking about how to get more reviews. Those reviews pay dividends in the long run and they help establish uh, validity to your business to customers who you haven't worked with yet. And then we're going to talk about how to get more referrals. So, bunch of big things that will help get new business in the door right now and help improve your longevity as a business as well, help improve just your overall cash flow, especially depending on the part of the season that you're in.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start with MRR. One of the best things about general landscaping, mowing, blowing, is that there's reoccurring services built into it. Most people have between 26 and 40 cuts, depending where you are in the U.S. A year, right? Some people have year-long cuts, but majority of people, especially on the reoccurring side, it tends to be these smaller, you know, every week or every 2 week projects. Now, the nice thing about artificial turf, and that we've seen a lot of our clients actually start implementing, is turf maintenance. Now, you might be saying, well, turf has the promise of no more mowing, no more watering. That's true, but you still have to maintain certain things. For instance, if you have an electric car, yeah, you might have solar panels on the roof, but eventually you're going to need new tires for that car. So yeah, you don't need to put gas in the Tesla, in this case, for an electric car. You still got to replace the tires, because when you use tires, it's a weird thing of it deteriorating over time. So turf maintenance is a great MRR-based product to sell on top of your turf installation or one of these projects. So one way to do that, in my recommendation, is to sell a year maintaining package, a maintenance package for a year. And I'll tell you exactly why. And I'll break down exactly what numbers that I've seen being used. So with turf, you still don't have to maintain it every week or every month, but I recommend setting a quarterly goal, right? So once a quarter to come out and power wash, check the infill, the seams, make sure that the turf is actually behaving as it should, right? There's no pockets of like error, or if you need to replace something, they can actually do that. So your time is valuable, and obviously they want a great product, so you can actually charge for this. So some basic numbers to use is you're going to do 4 sessions on this package for a retail value of $1,000. So at the end of the, let's say, installation, you can say, hey, we recommend that especially if you have dogs or whatnot, you maintain that. You power wash it, make sure that the yard doesn't smell. There's special chemicals that you need to replace it with every couple months, depending on the size of dog. Again, this is general knowledge, but we recommend a maintenance package. It's $1,000 a year, which comes down to $250 a visit. But for any new clients, we're actually offering that and reduce it by at least $50, so $200. So instead of a $1,000 package, now you have an $800, so they feel that there's value in it. And not everyone is going to be great for this, right? So especially if you don't have dogs, or it's a little area, this might not be worth it for them. But if they're actively using it, this could be a great product to upsell. And even if they say no in the moment, you can still follow up and make sure that you're valuable to them. The nice thing is you can also do this to new customers. So this can be an added service that we'll talk about later on how to get referrals. This is a great way to actually continue a conversation with either a person who's current turf that might need it replaced, or just ways to increase MRR for you. So that's one of the packages that most installation-based companies aren't currently doing, and the profit margins on it is great. Plus, it's a recurring service, which is great if you eventually want to sell your business, or just want to be able to project how much you're going to make in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year.
Yeah, the only thing I would add to that in terms of additional ways that you can be getting MRR without taking on a really big lift for your business is make sure you get to know your clients really well, and then you can refer them to other services that may need their help at whatever point. So, for example, if you come in and you do a turf project for them and they're like, oh, you know what, I really need to redo my floors inside. Well, that's probably not your expertise, so maybe not a project you want to take on, but don't lose that referral revenue that you could be getting by referring them for other projects they want that you're not a good fit for to trusted people in your network. You can be getting a small portion, and if there is something that maybe they want a maintenance fee on, you can refer them to people that you may be able to get a monthly recurring referral fee. It might not be huge, but a little bit of cash you wouldn't have otherwise got is always great.
Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot that you can do. So you can do big projects like flooring, or even like palm tree maintenance, or having a connection with the arborist for additional trees. They have shrubs or whatnot, or they need help with irrigation for their plants. Like you can refer that out to.
Mm-hmm.
So the second way is, how do you get more Google reviews? Now this is going to help you in the long term, but there is tremendous benefit from that. A lot of people struggle with actually getting enough Google reviews, or they have someone that says, "Hey, I'm going to leave you a review," but they just never do for whatever reason. They might get busy. So a couple of great ways, especially if you have a good credit card like American Express or something like that, you can actually get your points that you're probably getting quite a bit of for gas and product, and put it into $5 gift cards. You can also go to your local grocery store, and they often have gas. You get gas rewards for buying gift cards from them. So you can actually kind of win both ways, either use points or get more points for buying gift cards. Now, simple $5 ones to Starbucks is a great way to start. Starbucks is great because it's all over the place, and that's mostly a drink. I doubt you can get something for like $5
You could
nowadays.
get a cake pop.
But regardless, cake pop and maybe a small cup of coffee, maybe. As someone who used to work there, I can tell you it's very expensive. But with that being said, you can now have those gift cards and say, "Hey, we love reviews, and businesses do this all the time." So you could say, "Hey, um, as you're doing your final walkthrough, this is my phone, so unfortunately I can't show it. You can have a saved picture of a QR code that goes directly to your Google My Business or Yelp or Facebook page for reviews, and you can say, we have policy," and you can hold up that $5 gift card where we can, as a thank you for leaving a review, good, bad, indifferent, we have this. Do you want it right now? All you have to do is scan, leave a quick sentence about services, and I can hand this to you right now. So this is a way to get reviews right on the spot, because who doesn't like free money? You're basically giving them a $5 card for leaving a quick review right there. Especially if you're finally doing a walkthrough and there's stuff you're going to fix, or they just have been raving about their yard. This is a great way because you're catching them at the peak of their excitement.
Mhm. It's a lot harder to get somebody to leave a review once you're gone. Once you're gone, you are kind of out of sight, out of mind. So it's a lot easier if you can do it on the spot, and also you can provide incentives to your sales team or whoever does your final walkthrough. Sometimes it's the initial salesperson that came and gave the estimate. Sometimes it's whoever was the leader of the job. Um, but you can give incentives to them as well. So for every gift card they give out, for every review they get a gift card too. So $10 and you get a Google review, which is actually a great price for that.
Yeah, because that stays on there forever. So it's a good point. And the last one is something that we talked about a lot, but I've seen a lot of people struggle with implementing this, which is asking for referrals. A lot of landscapers are really good at actually installing the product, communicating with them, but at the end of that, to Larissa's last point, you kind of are forgotten until you either need something done or there's a problem with something like the turf smells or something like that. Which is not your fault, but it happens. What you want to do is, again, either do a $100 or $150 referral campaign, but only pay that gift card out once you actually get the job. So you can go to person A and say, "Hey, I loved doing your artificial grass plus pavers. Do you know anyone who's looking for it? We're running a $150 special where anyone you refer that closes will give you a $150 credit towards future services or gift card, whichever you prefer." Now, this is great because you don't have to pay this out until you get a job, and you're incentivizing them to work for you. You can also do this on places like Facebook groups or Nextdoor, where you can say, "Hey, we're running this special. Maybe it's 100 to you, 100 to them," right? Anyone you refer that closes, you get $100 and they get $100 off their service. There's ways of actually going and making that super fun, especially around holidays, and really building incentivization for them, because they're going to get that project done by someone. Why not give the person referring them a gift as well?
For sure. I don't have
Done.
anything to add to that. I think that's a great point. You should be getting referrals, or you should be trying at least to be getting referrals from the customers you already have, especially the ones who know and like you. Those are going to be much easier deals to close than leads that come in from, let's say, cold sources or ads or whatever it might be. Um, those ones will always still have a little bit of skepticism because they don't know you or your company. But if it's coming as a personal referral to them from a friend who they know and trust, it's going to be much, much easier to close those deals. So referrals are great. It's definitely worth, if you consider the marketing cost that goes into acquiring new business, it's definitely worth putting that marketing cost towards these referral credits and bonuses and things.
Absolutely. So these are 3 ways to increase revenue, get more reviews, and get more money into your pocket today. If you guys have any questions, email me at nico@boundlessmedia.com or leave it here, both on Spotify and on Google, or not Google, YouTube. We love feedback and we love to serve you. If you have any questions about growing your landscaping or artificial grass business, please let us know and we will be there to help you. See you next time. Peace.